Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm going to do your daily mini reading for you now. As you know, or some of you may know, I hurt my ankle on Saturday while cycling down to the beach and back, but I'm feeling much better. It's still a little sore, still hobbling around a little bit, but it's propped up now, and I'm very, very happy to be back doing this daily reading for you. And I'm also going to be doing Virgo today for you as well. Thank you for your patience, Virgo, and thank you for all your lovely messages over the last few days. I was so touched by all your lovely messages, so thank you, my darlings. I'm very grateful. So this reading is for those that most need to hear it, and if the reading resonates with you, you're simply remembering in divine timing what you already know within your soul. And if the reading doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, as guided by spirit. If it does resonate, I would be so grateful if you would like, comment, share, subscribe. This is simply a lovely exchange of energy. And if you would like a personal reading with me, all the details in the description box below. I'm now taking personal readings again. So let's move ahead with your reading. This is for those that most need to hear this message today. Thank you, Spirit. Or for whenever you decide to click on this reading. There we are. It's flown out already. So on the bottom of the deck, you've got the 10 of feathers, which is the 10 of swords, recovery and transformation. Just want to show you that with the snake. And then you've also got, which flew out for you, the 6 of feathers. And this is saying here, transition and insight for you. But before I talk about this card that flew out for you, I do want to pick up about the 10 of feathers, the 10 of swords. So the 10 of swords, and this is obviously not the traditional tarot, but the 10 of swords is a completion of something for you, my darling. It's the 10 of swords is where you have felt for a long time that actually you were stuck in an energy space. You didn't know what decisions to make, what choices to make. You felt put upon, you felt you didn't have a voice, you felt that you weren't being heard. It's that sort of pinning down energy on you, that you were carrying around a weight of energy as well. And it's also something that hurt you a great deal, something that has hurt you in the past. Now the snake, which is a beautiful card to get for this, because this is all about recovery for you. And you've got the 6 of swords, which is about moving forward in the right direction. The snake, my darling, is a symbol, spirit symbol of a rebirth. It's spirit symbol of shedding that energy, shedding, you know, snakes shed their skins, but they do it or sort of all the time on the move. So this has been a continuous process for you, whatever this has been, of sort of shedding things that just energy that you've just, as you have gone through a silent and direct perception of where you are, and I'll come back to that in a second, you have allowed yourself to release things, released energy from you that was holding you back. Now, snakes can't, interesting, I've got in your throat chakra as well. So you've still got things you want to say, and that's okay. But there is still within you, there's a blockage here in your throat chakra. But the thing about snakes is that they can't hear, they can only see. And they rely entirely on their instincts to move forward in the right direction, to slither forward. So it is about the movement that you have done to come from this last page, chapter of this 10 of swords. You have moved at a languid pace, at a slow pace that's been right for you. It may not have been in as much as a straight line as you would have liked to have thought would be the best route forward, but actually you can look back at that sort of path that you've taken, and you're starting to now understand that that was all necessary. And going back to snakes can't hear, spirit during this time has been, your soul has been talking to you. That's your direct perception. That's your awareness of things. That's your knowing about things. That's your insight. And I feel that you have tuned out a lot of noise around you in your life, a lot of whispers from people, or comments made in the right, made from somebody's right intention, but you know has not felt right to you, because you understand what it is that you're wishing to do now, and you're following your direct perception. You see, everybody has their own direct perception of their life. Nobody else is living the life that you are living. Whenever you look at something, you're always looking at it from a different place than other people are looking at it. So everything appears differently to different people, and sometimes things don't appear as they are, but as we are. And you have been in a space where you have kind of, it's like you've sort of removed the scales from your eyes, and you're finally seeing things as they are for you, with a clear vision, with an instinctive understanding of what has happened. And it is a beautiful, beautiful card for you. And the snake is also a symbol of, as I said, a rebirth, renewal, but it is a symbol that you've done this beautifully. It's a master of renewal. It's a master of rebirth. So Spirit is saying, this is you're not going back to, at the end of this 10 of Swords, redo this cycle over again. You have renewed, and therefore this is, and that's why you've got the 6 of Swords, about moving forward. And I feel as well, with this energy that you have been releasing, it's been a lot of, you know, negative, lower energy that's been holding you back. You know, do remember, we are just energy. We are simply energy in a dense form. And so other people's energy affects us a great deal if we look at it with that awareness, with that understanding. And so you've gone from what was a lower, stuck vibration to a much higher, in tune, tuned in, tapped on vibration. And that is why you're feeling lighter now. You're feeling a sense of just peace where you are now. And all of those, that skin in that rebirth, that old ways of thinking are disappearing now, my darling. And then you've got the 6 of Swords here, which is the dragonfly. So the dragonfly is a symbol of the expression I use a lot: letting go, letting go, letting God, letting go, letting the universe, letting go and trusting that the universe is your friend, letting go of the need to affect an outcome, letting go of the need to control things, letting go and trusting that all will be well. And this is where you are with the 6 of Swords. And it is a beautiful card for you to have after the 10 of Swords, because the 4 of Swords, between the 10 and the 6, Spirit is saying, use the 4 of Swords is healing. And so this is representational of the healing period of time that you've gone through to move from the 10 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. And it's a huge time of change for you, and it's a huge time of transcending from that vibration into a higher vibration. It's been your firm intent to do this. And whatever is happening around you for you at the moment has kick-started that movement forward for you. And that's very important for whoever is resonating with this reason to understand. It may have been an uncomfortable kickstart, but it was the necessary kickstart necessary in order to move you forward. So everything happens for us, my darling. Remember that. It's how we choose to receive it. It is a gift for ourselves. And what Spirit is saying with this is that with this firm intent that you have, do you see just that kind of rising up and away, and that firm intent you have to continue to do this work on yourself, continue to release, to continue to heal, taking responsibility for yourself, for your healing, knowing that it's only within you that you can do this for yourself. You are showing yourself such tremendous self-love. And during this time of awareness that you have, during this time that you are aware of your thoughts and observing your thoughts, you're not the thought. You are the awareness. You are very much in touch with your soul. Your soul is source energy. Your soul is the awareness. And so when you are standing back and observing things, you are not part of the thinking that you've been in the past. You're not on that kind of hamster treadmill. You are stepping back, and now because of that awareness, you are realizing the connection you have within you. You are realizing the self-love you are remembering so many things that you never knew that you knew. That's the wisdom inside of us, and it's a very beautiful card to have, because it talks that as you follow your direct perception about where your life should be going to at the moment, Spirit is saying there is a solution on the horizon. Now, when we have a need, we feel, or a want for a solution, it is because we feel there is a problem. But problems tend to be because something hasn't worked out for us. And so with that awareness and understanding, a solution on the horizon may be simply a different way of you looking at it and understanding it, and letting go and letting the universe bring to you what it is that you deserve. So that is very beautiful. Let me see, what else am I going to pull for you? I'm feeling what I picked up these, which is my cards I'm using at the moment for the star sign readings, but I picked up the Everyday Witch Oracle. So let's just see what else they want to say to you. You've got Accept Love has come out for you, my darling. So accepting love is a very interesting card to have, and it's what many of us find very difficult to do, to accept love. We give love so easily, don't we? And we want to help people, we want to support people. But what I'm feeling with this card is that there is something within you that you are becoming more and more aware of, that it is difficult for you to accept. And I use the word accept very clearly here now, accept love. It's difficult for you to accept the acceptance that you deserve love. To accept it is like, no, I can't receive that. Energetically, I can't receive it because I'm not worthy to receive it. And so Spirit is saying, you are worthy. We are all beautiful souls having a human experience. We're not humans with a soul. We are soul in a physical form. And if you were to accept love, it means that you are releasing resistance within you that has held you back in the past, because everything that is coming towards you, my darling, is your soul's intent to either help you learn that, remember that lesson, or to give you such blessings. And so because you are doing this inner work, there are things coming towards you now where Spirit is asking you to accept the kindness that people are giving you, to accept the love that somebody or people, more than one person is giving to you, to accept, not to say, oh, no, it's okay, I can do it. No, just to say, thank you. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. So that's a very important card. And I'm going to pull one more card on that as well. So let's take those two out of the deck. I'm doing it a little bit longer than I normally do for a daily, but because I've been away for a few days. Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please, for this reading, for those that most need to hear it. Thank you. Lots. Oh, how gorgeous is this? So 8 of acorns and 8 of feathers. So the 8 of feathers on the bottom of the deck, courage and solutions again. So 8 of feathers is normally the 8 of swords. So what Spirit is saying, this is all about solutions, about what is the solution on the horizon for you, okay? Now the little mouse, you don't need to be noisy in this situation. Spirit is saying, you don't need to voice too much about externally about what it is that you don't need to roar your pain. They're saying that all of this sort of projection. The mouse stays very quiet and listens. The mouse has its ear close to the ground. The mouse is very industrious as well, and can always find, a solution to things. So you where you, again, going back to that Ten of Swords, you have felt trapped, and that's the Eight of Swords space. And it has been a while, but I feel that it's that this movement forward now for you, with the embracing the uncertainty of what is coming in for you, is just remind yourself of the little mouse who's so brave and so tiny in this world that it lives in, but is so brave and so sweet and funny at the same time. And Spirit is asking you to have that courage of that mouse, to be patient with yourself as well, to understand that it's all unfolding for you. And it comes back to accepting love, my darling. It's about asking for help. It's very important to ask for help. One of the things that I learned just this weekend with my foot was, my boys weren't here. I was on my own. And I had to ask for help. And that is something that I am not used to doing. And it's extraordinary. This reading has come up now, just after the experience I've had. Thank you, Spirit, because as I say to you, I say unto myself. I asked for help. And it was a little uncomfortable for me to do so. But you know what? God, the universe, sent angels to me. And it was just amazing how, and I allowed it, and it was just wonderful. And there were lots of different layers to the cake to it, which I won't go into, but it was a really beautiful experience. And so ask for help at this time. It's really important that you ask for help, as you are. You've made a decision already, whether you realize it or not, subconsciously, to have the courage, to have the will. This is your intent. This is the dragonfly, to move forward, to embrace, to accept wherever you are and the change that's happening for you. And now what Spirit is saying is, you've got the Eight of Acorns here. So you have the Eight of Swords, now the Eight of Acorns, energy and results. This is one of the things I say all the time. We're energy, okay? So where attention goes, where we give our energetic attention, is where energy flows. So even if we're giving our attention emotionally to something, emotion is energy, emotion, emotion. That's where energy flows. And therefore, if you want to come away more and more and more from the place where you have been, Spirit is saying, now stop giving it so much attention and start focusing on where you want to go. Focus on the story that you want to tell about your life, and try to not roar too much about what has happened that has upset you. One of the things is to stand back again and to look at it and say, what gifts was I given from this? What soul gifts did that person or that experience give me? And flip it into gratitude in your mind, even if you have to grit your teeth slightly to do it. So the eel, this is energy and results. When you focus your intention on where you want to go, then you are creating a liberated energy that produces results for you. Because when you liberate energy from stuck energy into liberated energy, it's like a free fall, and it's banged out there into the universe. And then the universe, it's the law of the universe, will create from it. So out of that liberated, disordered energy comes order back to you, comes results back to you. And if you're focusing your intent on the story you wish to tell, that is what you'll receive back. Your will is the universe's will, is God's will. And the eel is the master of transformation. And so Spirit is saying, the energy at the moment that is driving you to move forward, embrace it. You've had a charge like an electric eel. There's been a charge of energy. So now focus on that energy and what it's trying to tell you. What is it that you're looking and wanting to do at this time? What is it that feels right and healthy and good for you? Focus on that. Lots of baby steps, but focus on that energy and do what it is that you feel inspired to do. I talk about this a lot, but it's so important, because we are incredibly powerful when we are aware that we are spiritual, and that we are aware that we are not the mind, we're not the thought. And if you are highly observant during this time and highly aware of your thoughts, you are so in touch with your soul, you are so in touch with source energy, you are source energy, you are experiencing life as source energy in its purest, and you're going to make beautiful strides. And that's what the eel represents as well. So, and my last message for you is that just like the eel and the snake, they kind of move forward like this, don't they? Don't have any expectations of things. Don't be afraid of what's around the next corner, because instinctively you're moving in the right direction. But just don't expect a straight line with this. There is a lot of necessary twists and turns in this, but just observe all those twists and turns and know, to go left, you will then also have to come back right. There's a contrast, there's a necessary contrast to everything that's happening for you at this time. So my darlings, I hope that helped those that this reading resonated. It won't be quite so long, and I just saw 2121. So whoever's resonated with this reading, go and look up angel number 2121. Spirit wanted me to see that for you. I hope it's helped those it's resonated with. I look forward to doing another daily for you tomorrow. And I'm now going to do Virgo's reading for you. So take care, my darlings, and so much love. Bye-bye.